Oh, that's awesome. Now let's fast forward. I want to fast forward into the future. What's
Yeah.
something that you're what's something that you're looking to accomplish here in the next 12 months?
So that's just good timely question as we think about like 2023 is probably right around the corner from us.
Yep.
Um, but the next 12 months, really where the next 12 months I see myself, I've started to build a small team. I want to get tighter on operations. I really do. So just kind of tighten up our systems and what that looks like. I think that's what really helps businesses scale, obviously,
Hmm.
and really looking at systems and AI, artificial intelligence. I'm not saying that this is necessarily the wave of the future, but we have to be aware of it. And so just want to tighten up kind of what that looks like from my business back end standpoint and see how I might be able to just kind of propel our business forward from a business
Yeah.
standpoint, scalability. But I'm in a space of leadership right now and just really looking at who I am as a leader to our greater community, to our industry. Um, I don't know if you know, but I serve on the Columbus Board of Realtors as a
Yeah.
director. So I'll be entering into my second year as a director next year. I'll also be come president for Women's Council of Realtors next year. And still
Awesome.
serve on several committees throughout Columbus Realtors and looking at what leadership looks like on the Ohio Realtors platform as well. And I'm just in a space of leadership. When people look at those, I know a lot of people and a lot of our colleagues sometimes in the industry do these things for additional accolades, right? They're like, oh yeah, look at me. I
Yeah.
got some additional things on my title and behind my belt. But I'm seriously looking at as you talk about the future, what does this look like if I truly do at some point go back to law school, right? What does this look like on a political landscape, perhaps? Who can I be and what can I contribute to our city? Columbus is vast in growth and development, and I think we're headed in a really good direction as a city. And I want to be able to just impact legislation and some of those things at a greater scale. And so, I don't know, maybe we will see me run for office at some point with real estate and economics at the forefront of what I want to do. So,
There you go. Do you I've been saying this for about a year now. I don't feel like the word affordable, housing, living, in Columbus anymore is a thing. I think I think Columbus is ready to take that next step in the terms of a city,
yeah.
and just with what we have going on. I'm curious of your opinion on it because
In,
you kind of have some of that interest and background.
yeah, you can see me kind of gearing up. I'm like all excited about the conversation, right? This could probably be a whole nother hour. But I think that what we have to do as a city is first, I think we need to get clear on the definition of what affordable
Right.
means, right? You got the city with a different definition than the state, and the states with a different definition than the federal housing poverty guidelines. And it's just all over the place. I think we need to get clear on what affordable means. And I think the challenge with that is because affordable means something completely different to individuals and families, right? What's
Right.
affordable to you, John, might not be affordable to me. I'm like, well, that doesn't work for me in my household,
Right.
right? Um, and so I think that's the challenge that we're up against. Um, and obviously, we know that there's also these components of low inventory. And then, okay, so we think that the quick fix is, well, let's just build more homes. It's like, well, let's think about this from a development standpoint. We can't just start building a whole bunch of homes, right? It's part of
Right.
what happened in 2008. We can't just build, you know, everything. You know, I don't know. There's so many different caveats to that, but I think from the
Yeah.
affordable housing standpoint, if you will, we really need to start with the basics and think about what is the true definition of affordable housing in the city of Columbus and what could
Yeah.
that look like?
Yeah. I think that's it, and I think it's just the notion of the cost of living is changing,
That's
right?
right.
And Columbus, I think, is going to be in the next decade with what Intel's coming and whatever else is going to come because of that project. I think it's the mindset of the smaller Midwest city. I
Yeah.
think that definition is going to be changing for us. It's exciting.
Yeah.
A lot of problems will need to be solved over the next, 10, 15, 20 years. But,
Yeah,
as real estate agents, we get to be a big part of that.
indeed. And which is exciting, right? It's very
Yeah.
exciting. I think, and I mean, it's a whole nother caveat. It's a different conversation, but folks need to be able to earn more, right? I
Yeah.
think about the luxury, if you will, as soon as you tell someone, right? Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm in real estate. They're like, oh, really? Oh, you're doing well, sort of thing. And that's not always the case, right? We know that. You and I know that.
Yeah.
But I'm very grateful to be able to be in this industry where, we can wake up every morning, every day and create our own economy. And it's something that I wish for everyone, right? That they would
Yeah.
be able to wake up and truly believe that they have the ability to go out and create their own economy and what that looks like. And sometimes I hear certain stories. It helps keep me humble, right, as well, because sometimes you think that you're a little far removed. And my background and my family history does not exude that we had arrived, right, by any means. We certainly had some challenges and that sort of thing. And so to even be in this space where I am today, and then even see other friends and family still be at a certain level, it keeps me humble to understand that everyone is truly not afforded that opportunity to wake up and create their own economy.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Wake up and create your own economy. I
Yeah.
like that. What's a 5-year goal?
Ooh, 5. So I'll be 30. Oh, I'm telling my age. Anyway, I'll be, yeah, okay. So I'm thinking about this number in my head, right?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I think
And it doesn't have to be real estate.
well,
It can
no,
be whatever.
it's funny because I actually typically do have a 3, 5, 7, and a 10-year life goal, right? Which is funny. It's like I got my whole life planned out. When I think about 5 years, I do think I will go back to law school. So I'll probably either be like right at the cusp of completing law school, or who knows, wrestling with the bar exam. But it's all to be able to kind of add to what I do every single day in real estate. So it's to add to it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll already be an attorney, or I'll be kind of right at the cusp of finishing that, to be able to expand the services that we offer to people around maybe even housing discriminatory practices and things to that nature. A lot of things come in from appraisal standpoints to African American households and those sorts of things. So it will be an area where I'll be able to probably add greater service and greater value.
No, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. What's your 100-year goal? What's your legacy goal?
My legacy. It's really about, I think it's about what we offer to the community on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't need to be this grand, my name's on buildings and, those sorts of things, right? Because at the end of the day, it's never really about us, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's about what we were able to contribute to everyone's lives individually, because that's going to be different for every individual, right? They might say, hey, Brittany was someone that I could really, just talk to, or hey, and she gave me my first job, or, these sorts of things. And so I always talk about the Eddy experience, right? A lot of times people see me hashtag that on my social media platforms, and it's something that we talk about. And really the Eddy experience is all about, it's about exactly what you're asking about. It's about legacy and how we leave our communities, and how we leave people that were able to interact with us. So as cheesy as it sounds, it's like the golden rule, right? It's just do unto others and leave the place a little bit better.
That's awesome.